What is up, guys? This is Davis here, bringing you a Maple Story commentary, and today we'll be focusing on the Mulung Dojo, the ranked version. And I cut down the speed to about 4 times because it took me about 20 minutes to clear this, which is pretty long compared to most other people who finish in less than 10 minutes. But basically I want to talk about how this works. So there are 40 bosses, and in between every 5 rounds you're going to have a resting stage where you can sit and rest and buff up if you feel like. And most of the bosses have very high defense, so you're going to want to bring your strongest character. Maybe you can't reach the end, but you can at least give it a shot and see where you end up. So I would say this would be a very worth it kind of thing, because you get what's called the Mugong gloves, which give 25% boss, 15% all stat, and 15% total damage. And I'll show you the stats once I finish, because they give my character at least 15k range, which is a lot since all I have is basically the full goat label set and full reinforced Gullix. So last night Jenny and I went to do the Ghost Exorcist quest just to get the potable badge, and I'd say it was worth it, except I saw a whole bunch of botters and hackers and stuff. And I can't believe they're still in this game. I mean, Nexon's doing their best and all, but there's still hackers and stuff around, even in 2014. Like, I remember in 2009, it was pretty much full of hackers. You couldn't find any free maps anywhere. But in today's day, you don't really see that many, but they still exist. You just gotta look for them. Some of them are actually online and just botting there. It's so funny because once you switch into their map, they just change channel. So be on the lookout for that, and hopefully it won't ruin your experience too much. Like, one time I was in the free market looking to buy protection scrolls, and I saw that there were 15 of them stacked together with the same time limit. This was during the Valentine's Day event, so people were getting free protection scrolls, and Nexon made them tradable, which would be pretty generous on their part, because they've recently had most of everything untradeable after equipped it. So this guy had like 15 of them, each of them were like 200 mil, and they were all in one slot. And it was so obvious that they were duped, because every protection scroll is different. They have like a different ID because they have a different time that they expire. So I thought it was really messed up how they did that, using a cheap knockoff to try to pass it off as something that is legit. And you're going to get a lot of stuff like that, and one day you're going to use the protection scroll on something that you bought for max mesos, and it's just going to disappear. Although I have heard of stories where Nexon reimburses you and gives you a totally different item with similar stats, so definitely pester them, send them tickets, and they might give you your item back or something even better. So about those Mugong gloves, you can socket them, you can put sharp eyes on them, which give you 15% critical, I think. And I wouldn't recommend this if you're in a world like Renegades, because sharp eyes is pretty rare, and you can sell it for a lot of money, or you can put it on something that isn't temporary and doesn't last 1 week. So basically you have to do this literally every week if you want to keep gloves. But I think overall it's a very good commitment if you can finish, because my Zero, as you can see, he has like a whole bunch of buffs, and I wouldn't think I would finish otherwise if I didn't have all those buffs. So definitely try to get stronger first before coming here, because you're gonna have a lot of competition trying to finish you off. I'm basically recording this with DX Story and editing it with Sony Vegas. And I found this cool tape recorder that acts like a microphone, which is pretty awesome. I slowed it down because we're all done. And your name will appear in blue text if you've actually ranked. Well, if you get first place and nobody beats your score yet. But yeah, I'll show you guys what the gloves look like right after I look at my name on the board, because I'm number 1. Just coming down here, we see that the board has my name, 23 minutes. Alright guys, we're in Singapore because I finished the Exorcist thing. So I guess I'm just going back to the temple and opening my box. And I'll show you what the gloves give me with or without my current gloves. So here you can see that the gloves give 15k range, and they give 20 range without my regular gloves.